I got to play this clip from Tucker Carlson and Ted Cruz. Check this out.
How many people live in Iran, by the way?
I don't know the population.
At all?
No, I don't know the population.
You don't know the population of the country you seek to topple?
How many people live in Iran?
92 million.
Okay. Yeah,
How could you not know that?
I don't sit around memorizing population tables.
Well, it's kind of relevant because you're calling for the overthrow of the government.
Why is it relevant whether it's 90 million or 80 million or 100 million? Why is that relevant?
Because if you don't know anything about the country...
I didn't say I don't know anything about
Okay, what's the ethnic mix of Iran?
They are Persians and predominantly Shia. Okay,
it's not even... You don't know anything about Iran. So
okay, I am not the Tucker Carlson expert on Iran.
You're a senator who's calling for the overthrow of the government.
You're the one who claims
anything about the country.
No, you don't know anything about the country. You're the one who claims they're not trying to murder Donald Trump. You're the one who can't figure out if it was a good idea to kill General Soleimani, and you said it was bad.
You don't believe they're trying to murder Trump.
Yes, I do.
Because you're not calling for military strikes against them in retaliation. And if you really believe that...
We're carrying out military strikes today.
You said Israel was.
Right, with our help. I said we. Israel is leading them, but we're supporting them.
Well, you're breaking news here because the U.S. government last night denied, the National Security Council spokesman Alex Pfeiffer denied on behalf of Trump that we were acting on Israel's behalf in any offensive capacity.
No, we're not bombing them. Israel's bombing them.
You just said we were.
We are supporting Israel.
High stakes. You're a senator. If you're saying the United States government is at war with Iran right now, people are listening.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So
Carlson.
I will just say that. So this isn't the full interview. This is the full interview. I think is coming out tomorrow. I got a text message right after this dropped and was told that the entire interview is like this.
Really?
Wow.
That
Talk about a royal we.
I mean, by the way, I think I did a better job of breaking down the ethnic background of Iran just like an hour ago. I didn't even know that was going to come up earlier. Just because I took two. I did spend a year at Guantanamo Bay working there, and that's
not long enough.
Obviously, I'm sorry.
Nothing.
Not long enough. And I should still be there, right?
Yeah.
The waterboarding didn't take, obviously. And Mike, you would have loved it. And
Tempe with a good time.
I know.
You know what?
And but yeah, like that's just something that came up on a regular basis.
You know what Tucker needed to do? He needed to go, Senator Cruz, when was the last time you visited Iran? And then he goes, I've never.
Because you can't report on a place that you never visited.
And then he goes, I've never been there. And he goes, you've never been?
You've never been?
Never been?
That's what
Never been? Never been?
Dude, it's wild how it seems like there's this false dichotomy in this debate. Dave Smith is like, as an American who opposes U.S. intervention, I don't like what Israel is doing. And then Douglas Murray is like, you've never been? You've never been? How could you possibly have an opinion? It's like, no. Regular Americans are allowed to have opinions on what our military is doing, okay? Now, I agree with Tucker in this regard, all the same. U.S. sitting senators shouldn't call for intervention and regime change while not knowing details like 92 million. And you see what Ted Cruz tried to do in that regard? What does it matter if it's 80, 90, or 100?
But he said that after Tucker.
Because he didn't know if it was 30.
Right.
He didn't know if it was 20.
Right.
And 92 million is a massive population.
Yeah, so Iraq is about 40. Iraq and Afghanistan are both about 40 million. Syria is about 25. Iran is, at best we know, 90, 92 million. So, I mean, just an order of magnitude larger than any of those countries. And yes, as I was saying earlier, the vast bulk of the population are Persians, but then you also have a variety of ethnic groups around the periphery. I mean, remember, this was the Persian Empire, right? So you've got Arabs, you've got Baluchis, you've got Sunnis, you've got the Kurds up in the north, which of course they would like to link this sort of Kurdistan across Iran, Iraq, and Syria, where they have holdings now with the new government, where they're trying to work on a deal for some kind of connection there. And of course, Turkey and Erdogan hates the Kurds, and so he would love nothing more than a destabilization of Iran, leading to a civil war, which he could then exploit the same way he exploited the Syrian civil war, like this year, like within the last couple of weeks, in a sense, where he installed this new totally reformed terrorist as the leader of Syria. And so yeah, I mean, there's just a ton. It's a complex area. It's an extremely complex area. And I really do think that anyone who says that they know what would happen, if the U.S. took this action or that action to effect regime change they're just blowing smoke. I mean, we never have been able to effect this in any country in the Middle East or really any other region of the world with one of these.
And the population estimates do range from 85 to 90 or so million.
Close.
Yeah, the 2024 estimates are...
So 92 is like in the middle.
Yeah, 89 is the 2024 estimate.
It's also a very young population. Their birth rate is actually one of the highest.
Interesting.
And so people have pointed this out many times that gives them a larger military age male population quotient relative to their population size, as opposed to say like Europe or some of these other areas, United States, where our population is generally aging because our birth rates are down so low. Israel, of course, also has an extremely high population or birth rate, even though they're I believe less than 10 million in Israel, just under 10 million.
Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.